Well, don't talk to the Browns about draft position or the future. Today was all about beating the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they did just that. In the end, the Browns beat Pittsburgh 13-6. Cleveland improving to 4-12 on the season. One win better than last season, and they've still got one game left next weekend against the Cincinnati Bengals.
How about how this team fights? Whatever's in front of us, we fight. We fight for 60 minutes together because we care about each other.
Shedeur Sanders was fantastic in the first half of this game.
The main thing is like I just like throwing the ball. I just like throwing the ball a lot, and you know, in some situations you can't just throw your dog a bone sometimes.
December 28th, 2025, a date that might just mark the turning point in Cleveland Browns history. A date when the doubters finally had to shut their mouths. A date when a rookie quarterback, playing with the league's worst offensive line and worst receiving core, walked into Huntington Bank Field and knocked off the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-6.
I just watched Shedeur Sanders outplay Aaron Bleepin Rodgers for all 4 quarters for a signature win.
This wasn't just another win. This was validation. This was Shadeur Sanders announcing to the entire football world that he's not Dion's kid riding daddy's coattails. He's a legitimate franchise quarterback who just outdueled a 4-time MVP and future Hall of Famer. Let's be crystal clear about what just happened in Cleveland. The Steelers came in hot, fighting for the AFC North title, needing this win desperately after Baltimore's victory Saturday night kept their playoff hopes alive. Pittsburgh had everything to play for. Cleveland? They're 3-12, playing for draft position and pride. But pride matters in this rivalry, and Shedeur Sanders just learned what Steelers-Browns football is all about. The stage couldn't have been more daunting for a rookie in just his 6th career start. Aaron Rodgers on the other sideline. Yeah, that Aaron Rodgers, the guy with 63,000 career passing yards and 503 touchdowns. The same Rodgers who signed with Pittsburgh this past offseason looking for redemption after 2 disappointing years with the Jets. And here's Shedeur, working with an offensive line that Pro Football Focus literally ranked dead last in the entire National Football League. His receiving core also ranked last. Analysts joke that his weapons wouldn't even crack the middle of the pack in college football. That's the supporting cast this kid was rolling with. But you know what separates franchise quarterbacks from developmental projects? That intangible quality, that it factor, that poise under pressure when everything around you is crumbling. Shedeur Sanders has it in spades. The game started exactly how Cleveland needed it to. Shedeur came out slinging on that opening drive, connecting with Brendan Bates for 19 yards while evading pressure, then hitting Jerry Jeudy on a crucial 3rd down conversion. The offense was humming. The rookie looked confident, comfortable, in complete control. Then came the moment that set the tone. Second drive, Shedeur drops back and launches a beauty, 42 yards down the left sideline to Cedric Tillman. Perfect placement, perfect velocity, perfect touch. That's an NFL throw, not a rookie feeling his way through his 6th start. That's a quarterback who belongs.
Right here, Shedeur to Tillman. Right? Let's just play it and get it going right here.
12 for Cleveland, 2nd possession.
I mean, that's a hell of a pass.
But the dagger, the play that put Cleveland up 10-0 and sent shockwaves through the division, the 28-yard touchdown to Harold Fannon Jr., Shedeur's favorite target, his security blanket, his fellow rookie who's been the one consistent connection all season. The throw was placed perfectly, high enough that only Fannon could get it, smart enough that the defense had no chance. Fannon twisted, caught it at the goal line, rolled across for the touchdown. Cleveland Stadium erupted. For the first time all season, Browns fans saw something they haven't seen in decades, a young quarterback making winning plays in the biggest moments. But here's where the story gets even more impressive. Fannon aggravated a groin injury on that same touchdown catch. He was done, out for the game. Shedeur's only reliable weapon, his connection, his rookie teammate, Gone. Just like that, the degree of difficulty skyrocketed from impossibly hard to absolutely insane. Most rookies fold in that situation. Most quarterbacks panic when their security blanket disappears. Not Shedeur Sanders. He just kept playing football. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, Shedeur threw 2 interceptions. Yes, the second half was ugly offensively. Yes, there were moments where he looked exactly what he is, a rookie still learning the position.
Shedeur Sanders, the worst, maybe the worst throw of the year, the worst interception of the year right here. I don't know what he was thinking. He threw up an air ball, a pop-up. What are you doing? Why would you do that?
But here's what the stat sheet won't tell you. Here's what the highlight reels won't show. Shedeur Sanders finished 17 of 23 for 186 yards against one of football's best defenses, against a Steelers pass rush that was hunting him all afternoon, collapsing that atrocious offensive line on every play. Meanwhile, on the other sideline, Aaron Rodgers went 21 of 39, 18 incompletions, 168 yards, 3 of 15 on third down, 0 of 4 on fourth down. Read that again. The Hall of Fame quarterback surrounded by actual NFL talent, protected by a competent offensive line, went 3 of 18 on crucial downs. That's not quarterback play. That's quarterback collapse.
But Aaron went 21 of 39. Yikes. That means 18 incompletions against 21 completions. 18 incomplete for only 168.
The Cleveland defense deserves massive credit. They were absolutely ferocious. Devin Bush, that former Steelers first-rounder who found new life in Cleveland, led the charge with 9 tackles, his redemption game against his old team. Mohamed Diabate, the UCLA rookie, matched him with 9 tackles while playing the entire second half on a bum ankle. Grant Delpit added 8 of his own. Myles Garrett didn't get his record-breaking sack, though he came close multiple times, but Cleveland defensive front still harassed Rodgers all afternoon. They sacked him twice, hurried him into bad decisions, made him uncomfortable in the pocket. This defense showed up when it mattered. But make no mistake, this was Shedeur's game. This was his signature moment. This was the afternoon he proved all those draft analysts wrong, all those talking heads who questioned whether he could play at this level. Think about the context here. A 6th-game rookie just outplayed a 4-time MVP. A kid with the league's worst infrastructure just engineered an upset over a team fighting for their playoff lives. A quarterback who lost his only trusted receiver mid-game still found a way to protect the football enough to win. The comparison to other rookie quarterbacks this season is stark. Caleb Williams has weapons but struggles with consistency. Bo Nix has a system tailored to his strengths. Jaden Daniels walked into a decent situation in Washington. Shedeur? He's operating behind turnstiles, throwing to practice squad receivers, and still winning football games against playoff-caliber opponents.
Remember, I'm going to remind you, Pro Football Focus ranks Shedeur's offensive line dead last in the National Football League. Pro Football Focus ranks Shedeur's receiving core dead last in the National Football League. And after today,
Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland's head coach who's been on the hot seat all year, just bought himself another season with this win. The Browns, who everyone assumed were tanking, who were supposed to be sellers at the deadline, just threw the entire AFC North playoff race into absolute chaos. Baltimore's season stays alive. Pittsburgh's path to the division title just got infinitely more complicated, and it all happened because a rookie quarterback refused to be defined by his circumstances. The analytics crowd will dock his QBR for those 2 picks. The stat nerds will point out the completion percentage, the lack of explosive plays, the second-half struggles. Fine, let them. Anyone watching with actual football knowledge saw something far more valuable than numbers. They saw competence. They saw poise. They saw a quarterback who processes defenses, makes pre-snap adjustments, manipulates safeties with his eyes, and delivers accurate footballs when given time. They saw someone who understands the mental demands of football's hardest position. That early throw to Tillman, that wasn't luck. That was reading the defense, recognizing the coverage, trusting the throw. The touchdown to Fannon, that was anticipation, placement, understanding leverage. These are NFL quarterback skills, not developmental project traits. Yeah, he threw a terrible interception, that pop-up that made everyone watching cringe, but you know what? That's supposed to happen with rookies. What's not supposed to happen? Winning despite those mistakes. Outplaying Hall of Fame competition, leading your team to upset victories when everything around you is falling apart.
He's just so poised. He just got it. That team knows it can win with it, with his it factor. His poise, his calm, his accuracy. When he sets and fires, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
The implications of this game extend far beyond Week 17. This win potentially saved Baltimore's season. It definitely complicated Pittsburgh's playoff positioning. It absolutely validated Cleveland's decision to start Sanders over veteran options. Because here's the reality Browns fans need to understand. Their biggest question mark coming into this season just became their biggest strength. When your most reliable player is a rookie quarterback, when your best chance to win involves a fifth-rounder outplaying established veterans, when your franchise's future hope is performing under impossible conditions, that's when you know you found something special. Mike Tomlin's going to face serious questions after this loss. That fourth down decision from the 19-yard line with 90 seconds left and all 3 timeouts? Inexcusable. Just punt it back. Trust your dominant defense. Force the rookie to drive 90-plus yards with the game on the line. Instead, Tomlin got aggressive at the wrong moment. Pittsburgh turned it over on downs, and Cleveland bled the clock. Game over. Division title hopes hanging by a thread. If DK Metcalf, suspended for that fan incident, had been playing, maybe Pittsburgh wins this game. But he wasn't, and they didn't.
A lead they were able to hang on to, but on the play, he's out. He's lost.
That's football. Next man up. And Cleveland's next man up happened to be a rookie who simply refused to blink when the lights got brightest. The debate isn't whether Shedeur can play anymore. Sunday answered that definitively. The debate now is how high his ceiling actually climbs. And after watching him outplay Aaron Rodgers with the NFL's worst supporting cast, after watching him operate without his favorite target, after watching him engineer wins under conditions that would break most established quarterbacks, the ceiling looks astronomical. Every elite quarterback in NFL history went through this exact phase. Tom Brady threw pick sixes as a rookie. Peyton Manning set the interception record for first-year players. Matt Mahomes sat an entire season. Josh Allen looked like a complete project his first 2 years. The key is trajectory. The key is showing improvement. The key is winning games you're not supposed to win while learning on the job. Shedeur Sanders just checked every single box. The narratives need updating. The takes need revising. The doubters need acknowledging. Because ready or not, Shedeur Sanders just announced his arrival in the NFL in the loudest possible way, by beating a division rival led by a Hall of Fame quarterback in a game that mattered for playoff positioning. He's not perfect. He's not polished. He's not the finished product. But he's real. He's capable. And he just proved that he belongs. Cleveland might have accidentally stumbled into their quarterback of the future while everyone was focused on draft positioning and tank strategies. The Steelers might have accidentally lost their grip on the division while overlooking a rookie they thought they could dominate. And Shedeur Sanders might have accidentally silenced every single person who questioned whether Deion's kid could actually play at this level. The answer is clear now. Not only can he play, he can win against playoff teams, against Hall of Fame quarterbacks, against all odds. Welcome to the NFL, Shedeur Sanders. Your arrival has officially been announced. The doubters have been silenced. The stage is set. Now comes the hard part. doing it again.